Hello all, welcome back to the Mental Wellness Channel Higgs. I'm Wahiga aka Higgs and I am a recovering alcoholic. So welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much to my subscribers. Thank you for supporting this channel. Today I want to talk about a very interesting topic, and that is friendships in recovery. So when I first came to recovery, let me let you in on a little secret. I hated women. I absolutely hated women. And I mean, I hated having women as friends. I thought women were catty. I thought they were too much of a gossip. I thought they hated on too much. And I was just like, ugh, I can't stand women as friends. And that was my life before recovery. I hated having women friends. I think the last time I had a group of female friends was in 2012. And that was before my alcoholism really picked on. But as soon as my alcoholism started picking on really badly, and that was 2013, as good friends would have done, the group of women I was hanging around with then, my girlfriends at the time were like, yo, what's up with your drinking? You know, it's getting excessive. What's going on? And they held me accountable for my actions. That is something, as an alcoholic, I did not like. So I kicked them to the curb. And I started hanging out with other people who were like-minded and like me, who lacked responsibility and drank whenever it was possible. So when I was coming to recovery, I really did not like women. Women scared the bejesus out of me. And finally getting to recovery, you know, I was so desperate. I was so beaten up by alcohol. And my sponsor and the program and the fellowship, everybody told me, or suggested to me rather, that you need to have women around you. You need to be involved in the girls group. You need to be in service with women. You need to have a female sponsor. You need to be around women. And I was like, ugh, because what I actually ended up finding out about myself is I didn't hate women. I was scared of women. I was scared of women because I thought they were gossips, they were jealous, they were, you know? And I was also scared of women because I knew as a woman what I had done. So if I had been this kind of friend, imagine how other women like me were. And I did not want to be that kind of friend. So I normally stayed away from women and I gravitated towards men because one, men are much easier to manipulate. Let's be serious, let's be real here. Men are much easier to manipulate, sweet talk, get your way around. And those are behaviors that I continued to carry on from addiction into recovery. However, my sobriety was so important to me. And in the 12-step program that I'm in, fellowship is vital. It's a vital part of your recovery. And it's a vital part of my recovery. So I had to start getting in touch with women. My help had to come from other women. After all, a woman had 12-stepped me. And when I mean she 12-stepped me, it means that another woman gave me the message about her drinking. And I was convinced through her drinking that recovery is possible for a woman like myself. And because of her testimony, of her drinking and her recovery, I think she was about 16 years sober by that time, or 20 or 17 years sober. Because of that, I became convinced that I too can do this, and I too can get sober and become as beautiful and as lustrous and as independent and as intelligent and as stunning, absolutely stunning as she was. And so I began to work with other women. First, I had to get a female sponsor. I remember I tried to get a male sponsor, and that was quickly shut down. In the program, any 12-step program, I think it's suggested strongly that men sponsor men and women sponsor women. I have found that it is very easy to manipulate a person of the opposite sex. That's what I have found for me. I didn't find it easy to manipulate another woman. Okay? It was not easy for me to manipulate my sponsor, a female sponsor. I had to be real with her, and she would call me out on my garbage very quickly. Very quickly. And she would tell me exactly as it is. You're planning to do this. You're planning to do that. Or this is your thinking process. And these are the intentions why. I'd never had somebody, especially a woman, call me out like that. And that's why I went through many sponsors in the beginning of my recovery. I think right now I'm on my 5th sponsor. And this mentorship has been going on for about 2 years. Or more than 2 years, since 2019. Or 2019, around there. So it was harder for me to pull the wool over a woman's eyes, I would say, than it was for me to get away with certain things with my male friends in the program. There are just certain things I wouldn't feel comfortable telling a male person in the program. And women really get to the heart of those problems. The certain experiences that I've had in active addiction that other women can completely relate to. And we share and we talk about it. And it takes another woman having gone through that for you to hear and understand and resonate with that pain, for you to really be like, wow, yeah, I'm completely sold on what you're offering. And if you can get through this, then I believe too that I can get through it. And then it came time to also start making female friends. That was quite hard because I came into AA thinking that, okay, we're all here on a spiritual path and we're all here to be happy and to be good people and to be sober. But people are people everywhere and anywhere. And so I came into the program, and some people can be malicious. Some people do gossip. Some people are people, basically. And yes, I've seen certain situations where I'm like, wow, I didn't expect that here. But at the end of the day, whenever you have a fellowship or a group of people together, no matter how good the cause may be, people will be people and personalities will clash. But what impresses me so much about this program and any 12-step program is that there are always principles before personalities. The traditions are what holds us together. And God is who keeps us sober from whatever substance or whatever issue or addiction we have. And in between all that is imperfection. We're literally a group of drunks who get together every day and help each other one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time. Just stay sober throughout the day. And obviously, in that intricate relationship and very intimate relationship, we will butt heads. And so, yes, there are times where I have gotten into situations where I was like, wow, I didn't expect this from someone who's in a spiritual program. But then I also had to look at myself and be like, yeah, you missy, good girl, aren't you? Well, look at your inventory. Look at your life. Have you never gossiped before? Don't you feel superior or slightly superior to a lot of people wherever you go daily? Don't you like to just, put your nose up a bit at people and act inferior? Don't you like doing that? You like having this one-off on people. So you're the one judging. You're the one pointing the finger, yet 4 other fingers are pointing back at you. And so with women, I've learned a lot of grace. And I've seen myself, because having a deep connection, a deep relationship with another woman, a genuine friendship that's not based on money, that's not based on what you can do for me or what I can do for you. It's literally just based on we need each other to stay sober. Nothing materialistic, nothing that this world has to offer in terms of friendships. Nothing in terms of Instagram life or going to the clubs or I need you to get me a man or vice versa. Or, you're going to be my side chick or kick or whatever. None of those frivolous things in life. A relationship with another woman based on the deep understanding and commitment, understanding of knowing where we have come from, being alcoholic women in this world. It is not an easy world for an alcoholic woman. Hey, the things you go through, my friend, it's tough. And then getting sober and having to live with those memories and having to pick yourself up every morning and put your head up high and convince yourself that you are worthy and that you are somebody and you are worth the dignity that you carry every day. Understanding and that deep commitment to knowing that is a deep bond that women in this fellowship understand and know about each other. And it supersedes any type of gossip or small fight that we may have. And I have come to really grow to love a lot of women in this program. So my friends are all sober. I have sober friends. The only people I know from my past are my family. The only people that I know in my life that I have in my life from my past are my family. And of course, those few girlfriends that I had back in university or high school, who were worried about my sobriety or were worried definitely about my alcoholism. But apart from that, everything had to start brand new friends, brand new life, like-minded people, sober-minded people who are in the struggle with me, trying to get sober, stay sober one day at a time. And I really value that. So we have this thing where we get together once a year, just after Christmas on the 29th. And we have a Thanksgiving where we do Secret Santa, and we have a big meeting, and we just talk and laugh and cry and I mean, it's like eating a whole lot of soul food, but like for your soul, like eating a really hearty meal, is full of starch and meat and stuff, and you get so full and satisfied. That's how I feel when I'm with those women. And we celebrate our birthdays and our, especially our sobriety birthdays. We get together and we celebrate and we have so much fun. I cannot believe it's the corniest thing I'm saying, because I used to watch these types of videos when I was still drinking, and I used to laugh at the person in the screen and be like, there's no ways you can have fun sober. But trust me, we'll sit there with our Sprite and our sodas and our coffees, lots of black coffee, by the way, and cake and food and samosas and whatever, and we'll put our lassos out and we'll sit down and we will laugh and just tell stories and reminisce or talk about where we are in our lives and how things are going or what struggles we're having now. And somebody will say something program oriented and we'll be like, yes, give it to God. Give it to God. Let go and let God. And we all just crack up. But the camaraderie is something that just brings tears to my eyes, because for the longest time I was so scared of women. I feared women, and I was under the assumption that I hated women. I don't think I hated women. I just think I was scared of women. And hate, I have come to believe, comes from anger or fear. Anger or fear. That's where hate comes from. Anger or fear. Anger from being hurt. Fear from not understanding or intimidation. And in my case, it was not being understood, not being heard, or being completely intimidated and being questioned about why I drink the way I do, and being judged as to why I'm not acting like a lady. But it was all worth it to have found the women in recovery that I have found. Is just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So let me clarify some things. A sponsor is a person that has what you want in the program of recovery. So when you come to a 12-step program, a sponsor, it's not the way we throw out the word sponsor out in these streets, like someone who can pay your bills. That's not a sponsor in a 12-step program. A sponsor is someone who has literally what you want recovery-wise. So when I got into the rooms of AA, I looked at a certain woman and I said, yes, I want exactly what she has. I want her recovery. I want her lifestyle. I want her job. I want everything she has. And I want her to sponsor me. So sponsorship is a relationship between a sponsor and a sponsee, in which the sponsor takes the sponsee through the 12 steps of an AA program, a 12-step program. And it's more one-on-one work. So the 3 legs of a 12-step program: a sponsorship, service, fellowship. That's how it works in a nutshell. Sponsorship, one-on-one work, doing your step work. Service, washing the cups after meetings, doing the Zoom meetings, planning meetings, facilitating meetings, whatever we have to do to keep these 12-step programs working. Fellowship, everything that comes with the fellowship, the meetings, the excursions, whatever we do, the fellowship, the 12-step calls, going out and reaching out to other alcoholics, PI, public information, holding public information forums where we talk to the public about what we do, because at the end of the day, we are an anonymous fellowship. And yeah, so I just want to say a huge thank you to the women who have continuously held my hand in sobriety and kept me here and kept me together. Girlfriends in sobriety is lovely. It's something new. I've never really genuinely put a good effort into having good relationships with females because of my insecurities and my issues with being intimidated by women. But in the program of AA and this 12-step program, just finding other women to connect with, not only on a women-to-woman experience, but on a female alcoholic experience. There's not much deeper you can go. There's not much deeper you can go from there. So thank you all. Thank you so much. I noticed that about 48% of my viewers aren't subscribed. So please, if you get the chance, subscribe to this channel. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for supporting the mental wellness channel. Thanks. Till next time. Bye.